Hey guys, so I was on YouTube the other week and I was fumbling around. I came across Secret Stuff, who I'm subscribed to, and he had our bug out bags necessary, bugging in, bugging out type talk, and it was really good talk. And then I made some comments. I have a bug out belt, and I use ultralight equipment with it. I do have a bag, but guys, I really don't see very many scenarios, occasional scenario, that a bag or even a belt are really all that necessary. But I still have it because, well, I'm better prepared that way, right? You're better prepared to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. The good old saying. So I'm going to do a couple of videos here in a little series. I'll probably go over how I think about bugging out and bugging in and the different levels of crap hit the fan for me, and get you in my mindset and my skill level at doing things. And that's how people build their bug out bags. We'll go over my bug out belt. We'll go over a bag. I'll put a bag together while we're sitting in here. And funny thing is, you're going to see how similar it's going to be to my bug out belt. But we'll do a couple of those things and other type scenarios that you might want to build something for. Like I have a Minuteman belt. It's a warrior's belt, whatever, a war belt, whatever you want to call it. And I use it for practicing and doing some gun runs and things like that. So anyway, we'll go over a couple of those in this series of videos. But let's go ahead and let's get into my mind. Let's get into the 6 inches between my brain. First of all, there are different levels of crap hit the fan that different people prepare for. And the first one doesn't require a bag. That's a hardship. Okay? You can go through a hardship. A hardship would be something like losing a job, right? Getting injured on a job, right? Do you have 3 or so months of rent money, utility money saved up? Maybe you have 3 months worth of food to offset that cost that's going to hit you because you're not working. Do you have that? Do you have that ability? A lot of us, we don't have that ability to save that much money, but we ought to start thinking about it and start putting things back for that. Okay? Because you still have the state and federal, whatever, government and everything assistance that you can go get. But it may take a few weeks, it may even take a month or more to actually get it and have it being processed and you catching up and then being able to look for another job, et cetera, or ride out your injury. So hardship's the number one thing you should be worried about. That's the main number one thing that can happen to you, right? I've got that. Number 2. How about a disaster? What are your local disasters? Here in East Tennessee, we have wildfires. They don't happen that often, but wildfires. We have flooding in, flooding out. Flooding in basically means the water has cut the road off. You're flooded in. You're not going you're basically on an island now, right? So you get flooded in, flooded out, snowed out, because here in East Tennessee, we don't have a lot of equipment to take care of a lot of roads. Further up north, our northern brethren, they have plenty of equipment, so they always make fun of us down here in the south that, a little snow and you shut everything down. Well, that's because we don't clear the roads as fast as you guys do. But, snowed in, snowed out, flooded in, flooded out. Now, a flood out or snowed out may be a perfect opportunity for a bug out. What about a wildfire? Those guys and girls out west, they can see them coming over those ridges out there. What if they're supposed to go this way and the wind changes direction? All of a sudden it's coming at them. They may only have a few minutes to grab their goods, grab their pets, and run out the door. That would be a perfect opportunity to have some sort of bug out bag with important papers, maybe a couple days worth of food, a small tent, something to that effect, so they can get out, go to a friend's house or go to a parent's house or go to the state or federal aid area right? Because a lot of times they'll set up little staging areas. You go there and they help you out a little bit, right? Go to one of those and get help. But they have that little bit of extra shelter in case they need it. They got a little bit of extra food, some snacky foods, maybe some granola bars or Kind bars or some sort of hiking bar, right? So they got a little bit of comfort food with them. They can get set up for a day or two. Another type of situations, what I call the survival situations, what all the shows are about, right? Getting lost in the woods, that kind of thing. Guys, in all three of these first scenarios, survival, disaster, and hardship, there's state and local agencies that are out there to help you. Even federal at some level. You got friends and family that generally can help you out or are helping you out. That's there. In a real crap hit the fan scenario, there's nobody coming. The last real crap hit the fan scenario, Katrina. And only those people that were affected by Katrina. I knew many people that lived down there during it and in the aftermath of Katrina. First of all, Katrina was and I believe it ended up being either Cat 3 or Cat 4. It downgraded right before it hit, which is typical of a Gulf hurricane. Downgraded, boom, it hit. It caused a lot of destruction. Federal and state agencies were ready to come in. All of a sudden, the dikes break a couple of days afterwards, causing even more delay, which caused confusion, which caused even more delay of assistance coming to people. Majority of people bugged in because they were flooded in. They were on their roofs, they were in their attics, they were on their second floors. They were getting away from it. Now, I do know a couple of people that lived on the outskirts of the flooded area that were not affected as much, that actually bugged out on foot with their bug out bags. But it's very rare. Most people bug in within a couple of days. The state and all these federal agencies come in, right? Disaster. This was a crap hit the fan because it was a prolonged. There were a couple of my friends that didn't see another soul other than the people on their block for about 10 days. That's a prolonged crap hit the fan situation. That's what you save up your food, you get your bug out bag ready for. Because if it would have been, a buddy of mine said, if it had been another, handful of days, he would have had to try to walk out or try to get out. Think about that. Pretty rough. So that would be an actual crap hit the fan situation. Now that was around a disaster. It wasn't around, apocalyptic type incident. But if you think about it, that's what it would lead to. So now you know what's up here. Also, 14 years of living in Florida with hurricanes, being part of disaster area response teams or DART teams. That's where this is coming from. Having the skill level of the military of doing the DART teams, doing different firefighting, wildland firefighting, doing different things with the Park Service, being even a scout leader, right? Doing all these things, run it all together. That's where I'm coming from. That's when I build my stuff. That's where I get my mentality. That's where you don't need a ton of food while bugging out. It's nice to have. Oh, you're burning 3,000 calories a day. That's okay. I can afford to lose 3,000 calories here and there. But here's the thing. It's nice to be able to replenish that, but it's not 100% necessary. Now, when it comes to water, it is necessary. You need as much water, fresh, clean, drinkable water as you can get. Think about that. You don't need as much food as you think you do. You need more water than you think you do. And I'll show you how I got all that set up in these bags in the next video. Part 2 is going to be actually showing you a bug out belt. This is also my get home belt, right? I carry it in the car. It's also my, it's got a firearm on it. So it's also one of those belts I might wear if I needed to defend myself. If a situation occurs at work, I can put this belt on. I may have my bug out gear on it, but I've also got a belt with firearm ammunition. I could hunt with this, even though you really don't like to hunt with pistols. I could hunt with this, but I'll show you how it's all set up. I'll run you through the gear real quickly, and my mentality of if I actually had to bug out, I have multiple bug out points with things to resupply. Anyway, guys, I hope this got you into the mindset. We'll go over the stuff in the next video. Y'all be good or good at it.